Today's video is going to be talking about the mistakes that I've made while learning how to trade, right? Don't mind about the background. I'm not around. I went to see somebody, but I had this opportunity to make the video, so I decided to take advantage of it. So I've made a lot of mistakes while learning how to trade, and some persons, it's easy for people to blame the market, that the market does not, respect their levels. The market does not do this. The market does not do that. But if you look closely, you find out that it's actually your fault. Do you get? And I like to admit that, especially when I'm wrong. I admit that I'm wrong. Do you get? So over time, I realized that, okay, these are the mistakes that I've made in Forex, and I wanted to share it with you guys so that you know that these are things that are real. There are different aspects of trading. You have the technical aspects, you have the fundamental, and then you have the psychology. We are humans. You get? Forex is not about, it's not just machines. There are human beings behind computers all over the world that are executing these trades. So you also have to factor in the human aspect of things. Do you get? So I have the points here on my tab, and I would like to share that with you guys today. So the first one is revenge trading. Revenge trading. So basically, what that means is that when you place a trade and the trade goes against you, and your plan for the day is that you're going to only risk one trade, and after that you're done. But you lost the trade, and then you're like, okay, let me go back in, let me trade again so that I can get that money back that I lost. Yes, this thing happens in betting, in soccer bet, it happens in casinos, it happens everywhere. So it's a human nature. Like, we don't like to lose, we don't like to be losers. So we want to go back into the market and trade again, and in so doing you're going to lose the next one. And you're training yourself to have like the bad approach to trading, because now if the second time you go into the trade and you win the trade, you will feel like, okay, because I went back and I got it, so another time you want to repeat that same mistake, and then you lose and lose and lose, and before you realize, you've blown your account. So that's the first line I wrote down. The second one is over trading. You've won your first trade, you've won the second trade, you're supposed to, based on your plan to avoid over trading, you're supposed to stop. You're supposed to stop for the day and then maybe continue the next day or something. But because, like I said, you feel like, okay, I'm on fire, all my trades are going well, then I enter back again. Now when I enter the trade again, the third time, that one goes on a loss, and then you're like, oh, I'll try again. Before you realize, all the profit that you made, you've given it back to the market. Do you understand? So that's another mistake again that I made. Like I said, it's all my fault. It had nothing to do with the market. It's all my fault. Then the next one is desperation. You see, when you've tried something for so long and then it's not working, you've tried and tried and tried and then it's not working, and then you start getting desperate. Now the market does not care about your emotions. They don't care about you. The market does what it wants to do at the end of the day. If you like be desperate from now to tomorrow, it still does what it wants to do. Do you get? So you being desperate does not change anything. Rather, it makes you, like, again, it makes you what? Over trade. It makes you revenge trade, because you want to get money by all means. Do you get? I don't know, sometimes sorry for this analogy, but sometimes the market behaves like a woman. Like, women sometimes, when you act like you don't want them, that's when they want you back. And then when you're always chasing them, and then they're like, no, I don't want. I mean, yeah, I see it that way. Because when you are just chill, like, if the trade comes, you trade. If it doesn't come, you relax. You find that you start doing better than when you're always, chasing it. So this is one of the mistakes too that I've made that I wanted to share with you guys. The next one is not having another source of income. So when I was in the uni, one of my senior colleagues, his name is Tilmore. He's one of the guys that helped me into Forex trading. I hope he sees this video. His name is Tilmore. That's his nicky, but his actual name is Ernest. He always told me that you'll be a better trader when you have another source of income, another source where you're getting money from. Now, everybody cannot have that source. Do you get? That's the truth of the matter. Everybody cannot have that source. But because you don't have that source, that's why you cannot trade? But I understood what he meant by that. What he was trying to say is that if your livelihood, the food you eat, is not dependent on Forex, you will not have the desperation that I mentioned earlier to trade at all times, which will now lead to revenge trading, will now lead to over trading. Have you seen? So it starts from the roots. It starts from the roots, which will now lead to these things. So it's good to have another source of income so that you will be relaxed while trading. You'll be relaxed while trading. That's that. Another point again that I would like to share with you guys is indiscipline with your strategy. Over the many years I've been trying to learn how to trade here, I realized that every strategy works. If you stick on it long enough, you realize that every strategy works. At the end of the day, when you use one and you find out that it's not working, you want to change to another one. When you use and you find out that it's not working, you want to change to another one. Do you get? Now, over time you will not be able to know how well a strategy performs because you're always changing. And I have done this a lot of times, and it has been one of the reasons that has delayed my progress up till now. There are a lot more issues that I will share with you guys, but for now I just want to share these few ones, right? For takers, the last one I would like to share on this particular video is not having the right information. Do you get? Not having the right information. Many of you go online and you see all these traders that seem to be doing very well for themselves, like they are trading, they are making money, and showing all this lifestyle. And then when you look closely, you'll find out that most of them are not telling you what it really is. Most of them are faking the accounts that they are showing you. What people don't know is that you can have an MT4, the platform we use to execute trades, that is called MetaTrader 4. If you Google it, you see it. Some traders can have access to the back end of that app and then edit accounts and do a lot of editing, and you see somebody's account is $1 million, 500,000, and you realize it's not even real. He edited it so that he can, sell some information to you, sell a course to you or something like that. But as a beginner, you will not know some of these things, and then you'll be following these guys first year, second year, third year. Years are going by and you're not seeing any real progress. There are a whole lot of things I could share with you on this, but we'll leave it here for now, right? I do not want to just wait for the right time to make these videos. I don't want to wait for the right time. That's why you see me, I'm doing it in somebody's office, so it's a gradual process. And thanks for sticking around. Like and subscribe and share too.